Hi, I'm Greg Stratus, and here at Shea Concrete Products, safety is a big concern of ours. We want to make sure that you go home as healthy as you came to work. After this video, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
At Shea Concrete, our first priority is your safety and the health and well-being of everybody who works at our facilities. Our primary goal is to educate you about the proven procedures and policies that kept our workforce safe for years. Knowing how we do things at Shea Concrete ensures that you're not only protecting yourself from injury, but also protecting the safety of everyone around you. Complacency is the #1 enemy on the production floor. The best way for you to protect yourself from harm is to stay focused on each task you are doing and on the environment around you. Our workplace is full of heavy machinery, with products always moving overhead, and there's the potential for serious injury if safety policies are not followed. Safety starts before you walk onto the production floor. You should always wear a hard hat, appropriate footwear, and any other necessary protective equipment whenever you're on the job. Personal protective equipment is an important first step that you can take towards a safe workplace. Hard hats must be worn by all personnel when entering a Shea production facility. Eyewear is equally important when cleaning forms with compressed air or with a grinder. Protective eyewear should be worn in any instance when any material could fragment and fly into the air. You should always be aware of where the eye wash stations are located in the case an accident does occur. Shea Concrete uses daily checklists to keep the production floor as safe as possible. Before starting production, crane operators must check the links and hooks on all chains to be used that day. But everyone who uses tools of any kind must also be aware of how their equipment performs. If any tool is not working correctly, put it down and bring it to the attention of your foreman. Also check for frayed wires on electrical tools and power cords. Items with faulty connections should not be used and must be replaced. Make sure that you use the correct equipment suitable for the job you're doing. Using a properly sized stepladder when climbing tall forms is important to avoid injury. Make sure the ladder is opened properly and not leaning against a form. And remember, never stand on the very top step. Hoses and electrical wires are always present on the shop floor. If a hose or wire gets stuck, never pull or yank them. Instead, walk to the spot where it is caught and correct the problem by hand to keep the workspace organized and protect the integrity of the cord or hose. Tripping hazards are Shea's #1 accident on the production floor. Most of our work is done in busy, congested areas with many sharp and unforgiving objects. So always pay attention to where you are walking and working. Be sure to remove unused rebar, tools, and any other tripping hazards in your work area, and remember to coil hoses and electrical cords properly when you're finished using them. Oil slicks can also be slipping hazards. Check for oil or any other liquids on the floor that might make a surface slippery or make it difficult to get stable footing. Be aware of the location of heavy machinery and the products being moved overhead in your area. Pay special attention to forklifts, cranes, and concrete pourers, and always be aware of their movements. Never walk behind a forklift without informing the operator that you're doing so or making eye contact. The operator is doing their best to survey the area, but it's ultimately your responsibility to stay clear of the forklift when in operation. You also need to be aware of your surroundings when lifting products with the crane. Be aware of the other workers in your area. If someone is not paying attention, make it your responsibility to alert them. When aligning and stacking finished product by crane, keep your hands and feet clear. You can easily avoid injury by keeping the area clear as product is being lowered to the ground. Rebar is all around us in the production areas, and you should be aware of specific hazards associated with this material. Since rebar comes in lengths up to 20 feet, be careful when you're carrying rebar around the plant so no one gets injured by loose ends. When cutting and bending rebar, protect yourself from possible injury by keeping hands and limbs clear from each machine. And be aware that rebar moves during cutting and bending, so it's important to stay alert to the movement of the product. With all the machines, if they are not functioning correctly, inform your supervisor and never put your hands into a machine in order to fix it. For your protection, safety information and plant safety procedures are available for your reference. You should familiarize yourself with these guidelines to be sure you are following all plant procedures properly. Your foreman can help you locate the information you need and can answer any questions that you may have. Remember, they're your best source of information if you have any questions about safety or any aspect of plant operation. Housekeeping is an important component of safety, and it's an easy and important way that you can contribute to a safe workplace. Keeping the work area tidy should be done throughout the day, but it's especially important that you clean your area when your work is completed for the day. Sweep excess concrete and waste or any other tripping hazards from your work area. Clean up any excess oil that may be left on the floor. Reel in and organize electrical cords. And put away hoses and tools in their correct location. By cleaning your work area, you're taking an important step toward having a safe workplace. Thank you for your commitment to the safety procedures and policies outlined in this video. If you have further questions, please ask your foreman or any Shea employee. Safety will always be our #1 objective at Shea Concrete. And your cooperation and understanding of these guidelines is vital so we can continue to have a safe and productive workplace.